My name is Maya. I am 24-year-old. I live alone in a city. My apartment is simple, just one bedroom, a tiny kitchen, and a small window that looks out into a narrow street. I have no family nearby. My parents live far away in another town, and I rarely see them. Most days I feel very alone. I work at a bookstore during the day. I like my job because it is calm and peaceful. I spend hours arranging books, helping customers, and reading little bits from different novels when no one is around. But when I have worked alone, mindness come back. My apartment feels too empty, and the silence often makes my heart heavy. Sometimes at night I go out with friends to distract myself. We usually meet at cafe or clubs. I laugh and smile with them, but deep down I still feel empty. Most nights I return home to nothing but darkness and quiet. One evening, my friends invited me to a popular club in the city center. I did not really feel like going, but I agreed because I did not want to be alone. When we arrived, the music was loud, colorful lights flashed everywhere, and people were dancing and laughing. I tried to enjoy myself. I danced for a while, pretended to be happy, but after some time I started feel tired and uncomfortable. The noise gave me a headache, and I felt like I did not belong there. Around midnight, I decided to leave. My friend was still dancing, so I told them I was going home all early. They said okay and told me to text them and arrive safely. I stepped outside into the cool night air. The streets were quiet and almost empty. I held my purse tightly and tried to call a taxi using my phone, but the app kept saying no cars available. Never. I tried again and again, but nothing worked. My heart began to beat faster. I was already past 1 a.m. in the morning, and I was standing alone on a dark street. After waiting for a few minutes, I started walking toward the main road, hoping to find a taxi there. As I walked, my footsteps echoed in the silence. After about 10 minutes, I saw bright headlights coming toward me. A black car slowed down and stopped beside me. The window rolled down and a man looked at me. He smiled and said, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need a ride?" He looked around, 30-year-old. He had neat short hair and clean, friendly face. At first, I hesitated. Something inside me told me to walk away, but I was scared of being alone too. I said, "I'm fine. I'm just waiting for a taxi." She shook his head and replied, "Do not find out here this late. I'm not safe for you to be walking alone. I can drop you home." I looked around. The street was empty and dark. I felt more afraid staying there than getting in his car. After a moment, I said, "Okay, just throw me near Maple Avian." He nodded. "Sure, get in." I opened the door and sat in the passenger seat. I gave him a small, nervous smile. I said, "I am Maya." He smiled back. "Nice to meet you, Maya. I am Daniel." He started driving smoothly. At first, I felt a little relaxed. We warned clearly about small things, weather, traffic, and the city. He told me he worked in the construction management and we was running for a late meeting. He seemed calm and polite, but after a few minutes I noted something strange. He did not turn toward Maple Avenue. Instead, he turned left into a much darker, unfamiliar road. I looked outside and realized I had never seen this area before. My hands began to shake. I said softly, this is not way to my street. Daniel glanced at me and said, try me. Do not worry, it is a shortcut. I know this city very well. I nodded, but my stomach felt tight with fear. The road became every quieter. There was no houses, only tall trees and empty building. A few minutes later, I spoke again. Daniel, I think while we passed my street, please turn back. He did not answer. His face looked serious now. My voice trembled as I said, please stop the car. He stayed silent and kept driving. I felt my heart racing. I tried again, louder. This time, Daniel stopped the car right now. He turned to me with a strange smile. Relax, Maya. I'm just taking you somewhere safe. His hand made me feel even more sacred. I reached for a door handles, but it was locked. I pulled again, but we would not open. He said sharply, do not do that. Tears filled my eyes. I begged, please let me go. I do not even know you. He laughed softly and said, you choose to get in my car. Do not you? No, you have to trust me. I felt completely trapped. Suddenly his phone began to ring. He ignored it at first, but when it rang again, he picked it up. He spoke quietly, but I could hear a few words. I'm on my way. Do not worry, my heart was on this way. Where? We were now passing an old, abandoned warehouse. The air was dark, silent, and driving. While he was distracted on the phone, I noticed a small lock button on my door. My hand shook and I slowly reached for it. I pressed it quietly, clicked the door unlocked. Dylan immediately heard the sound. He turned to me angrily. What did you do? I did not wait. I grabbed the handle, and because the door opened, the car was still moving, but I jumped out anyway. I hit the ground hard. My neck burned with pain, and my hands scraped against the road. I heard his stride surges as he slammed on the brakes. Ignoring the pain, I jumped up and ran fast as I could. My legs hurt, but fear pushed me forward. Behind me, I heard him shouting, Maya, come back! I did not look back. I kept running until I saw a bright light ahead a small gas station. I rushed inside, shaking and crying. The man behind the counter looked shocked. I said, please help me. A man tried to take me somewhere against my will. The man immediately called the police. I sat on the floor, holding my knees, shaking uncontrollably. After a few minutes, police arrived. I told them everything that happened. They searched the area, but Daniel car was gone. I was like they had disappeared into the night. The officer took me to the police station first, then drove me home safely. That night I could not sleep at all. Every little sound made me jump. Every passing car reminded me of that black vehicles. For weeks I kept thinking, where was he taking me? What would have happened if I do not jump out? The police told me they were investigating, but they never drowned Dino. Maybe changed his name. Mayavi left the city. Maybe they left the city. I will never know, even know when I walk home at night. I sometimes feel my heart race when I hear a car behind me. That experience changed me forever. I become much more careful. I never accept rides for strangers anymore. I always make sure to get home early. That night could have ended my life, but it did not. I saved myself. I learned that being alone is better than being unsafe.